Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Monday's Nail of the Week. Super excited to be sharing another fall nail design with you, and I love this one. Stay tuned. Welcome, everyone. Great to see you and great to be back in doing another Nail of the Week design for the fall. And we just have to look at this one. I love it. Definitely in my top 10. Look at this. Aren't those beautiful? Oh my gosh, I love these. I love the way they turned out. I mean, there's times, that I do the nails and all the nails are the same, but I really love when each nail can be a little bit different. I love the marbling. I love the French look, but by doing it with a purple background, right here, instead of being like a sheer pink or nude. I love it with the sheer purple. I sponged this look. I did the marbling. Then we've got the accent white nail with the glitter on it, all the rhinestones. I love this one. It is so gorgeous and just beautiful and I don't even know, almost like kind of a, in a dainty way, just delicate. I should say more delicate. It's like a delicate, beautiful, beautiful fall nail design. Also could be for, like the springtime too, Easter, definitely. But I love the colors. I'm not really somebody into purple. I love purple, but I'm a blue girl. This would have looked great blue, but I don't know. I just love this one done with the purple. So I'm excited about it. But before we continue talking about it, let's go ahead and read our Words of Jesus for Women. This is a really great one. Kind of fits the one I did for the one Forgiveness for All would have been for my I think my Fashion Friday. I think it was that video. This one is Forgive Yourself. And there's some things in here that we talked about in that, that video there. This one is Matthew 18:25. The servant's master took pity on him, canceled the debt, and let him go. And it goes on to say, the man Jesus referred to in this story had a huge, large debt that was no way he'd ever be able to repay. Imagine how he felt when the king forgave his debt, just wiped it off the books. He had asked for the king's patience and promised to pay back every cent, but the king had mercy on him and canceled the debt completely and let him go. True forgiveness forgets as well as forgives. Remember I said God forgives and forgets. So right there where it says true forgiveness forgets as well as forgives. This is what Jesus does with our sins. He doesn't just forgive, he forgets too. Then you should also forgive yourself. Don't hold on to the guilt for something God has forgiven. And that's something that we ourselves sometimes do. We have that guilty conscience and we can't believe that we did something in our life that we've already asked for forgiveness for, but we hold on to it. Jesus doesn't want us to. He said, I have forgiven it. You need to forgive it. You need to forgive yourself and forget it too. And we need to do that. We also need to do that for others. If we forgive others, don't bring up the past like I talked about in that other video. Don't bring it up. Why bring it up again? If you've already forgiven the person, forget about it, and do it for yourself too. And there's many times that I make that mistake myself, things I've done in my life, and I'll be praying to God one night and, before bed or in the morning, and I'll remember this again. And I'll say, God, I'm so sorry about that. And, God's probably thinking so sorry for what? So sorry for what? I don't remember anything. God forgives and forgets, and you need to do that for yourself and for others. Be that generous to not only forgive, but to forget about it too. The bottom says, I can forgive, but I cannot forget. It's only another way of saying I will not forgive then. So see, listen to that right there. I'll do it again. I can forgive, but I cannot forget. It's only another way of saying I will not forgive. So if you can't forget about it, you're not forgiving that person then. If you can't forget about what you did in your life that you've been forgiven for, and if you can't forget about it, then you're not forgiving yourself. If you can't forget about something that somebody's done to you, then you're not, really truly forgiving that person if you can't forget about it. And it says, forgiveness ought to be like a canceled note, tore in two and burnt up so that it never can be shown against one. I like that. That's true. Tear it up, rip it up, whatever you have been forgiven for. like a piece of paper, tear it up, burn it, and forget about it. Same thing with the way you forgive others. Tear it up, throw it away, and forget about it. Don't bring up things that are in the past. We're all guilty of it. We're human. Again, something else we need to ask God to forgive us for, bringing up things from the past, because God doesn't. He forgives you and he forgets about it. So we need to be the same. Live the same. Live like Jesus. Start your day, go through your day, and end your day with what? Life's holy manual. Life's manual, the Holy Bible. Definitely the best book you'll ever read, you guys. And like I was talking to my son this evening, we need to get right with God. Every one of us. If you're not right with God, you need to. There's a lot of weird things going on in our world. Definitely showing times of revelations. Definitely showing end times. We need to be right with the Lord. You don't want to be left behind. I did that video, 3 segments on Revelations. You do not want to be left behind when Jesus returns to get us. My gosh, you do not want to live in Revelations. But we are living in Revelation times where it's drawing near, definitely. Could be 5 minutes, could be 5 years, could be 50 years, could be 100 years from now. But we all know it is drawing near, very near, because things are just like in Matthew 24, are all turning to the truth. Is all happening now. It's all happening. We're living in such a weird, time. 2020 has been a really weird year with this COVID and masks and everybody having to stay a distance from people. It's like the devil keeping us from everybody, from loving people and hugging people and being able to shake hands and, tearing us away. All the, the different things going on, the fires and I want to say tsunamis or whatever, different hurricanes and different things going on. It's just scary. Kingdom against kingdom, nation against nation, all predicted in Matthew 24. Read it. And what does Jesus say? Don't fear. My child, do not fear. The child that is walking with God, if we are walking with God, we should not fear anything. It can be very scary, but when you're walking with the Lord, it doesn't have to be. So open up this book and read it. Get close to God. Definitely do this in a hurry, you guys. In a hurry, because we have no idea when Jesus is returning or when our time is up. Living in very difficult times. Even this presidential election thing is so weird. Very weird. So if that doesn't tell you that something is different, you need to get right, you guys. You need to get right. Pick this up and read it. Spend good quality alone time with the Lord on your knees, praying to him, seeking him, needing him, asking for more wisdom, knowledge, strength, faith, and love, and to love others, forgive yourself. Live that good, holy Christian life and be always asking God to forgive you, because we fall short every single day. That's why Jesus died on the cross for us and forgives us not once, not twice, not 50, not a billion. He'll just keep forgiving us if we truly are, have a forgiving heart and want to be forgiven, So just live the way that, that we are supposed to live that godly, true life we're supposed to live, and get close to Jesus. Get that personal relationship with him. Definitely. So love that verse. That one's actually they're all so good. I just can't get enough of God. And even my husband is drawing more closer to God. I see that he's reading more scriptures, and it makes you feel wonderful. It makes you feel alive. Us Christians can live in a hard time, but still get through. I made it through the COVID, you guys. So did my husband and my entire church, my entire family, because we're all walking with the Lord. The Lord is good. He is gracious. He really is. Even though I was faithful to him, because I was faithful to him, went to all those services, that revival thing that we had going on for those 4 days, getting closer to the Lord and getting that, just getting revived again. I was faithful to God and I went to every one of them. I caught COVID. Doesn't mean I couldn't catch it, because God doesn't say because you're a Christian, nothing's ever going to happen. But I got through it. God got me through it because I was faithful to him. And I can't wait. This video I'm making right now is always, days before you guys get the video. But it's almost time. Friday, I believe? Friday the 20th, I think. We're going to church this Sunday. We haven't been in church in over 20 some days. I can't wait to return back to church and just be spending more time with God. I love it. I'm so happy they're opening the church back up. So yeah, just get close to God, you guys. Get close to him, because you will live a much happier life. What do they say? Keep looking up. The view is much better. That's what my pastor always says. Always continue to look up, because the view is so much better. And, keep getting closer to God, because you definitely can keep a smile on your face even through hard times. You can definitely smile. So now this nail design, let's get on to it. I'm super excited to show you how I did this one, and definitely give it a try. Try it in your favorite colors. But if you like this exact one, then try it out. It's so beautiful, isn't it? I love it. Can't wait to share the Fashion Friday that matches with this one. All of you guys take care. God bless, and I'll see each and every one of you in my very next upload. Right there is the red subscribe button. Please subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so you're notified of all my new uploads. Share around my channel and shoot me a thumbs up if you love this one. Love God. Know He's returning and can put a smile on your face still, even during all these hard times, because God is so good. Then shoot me a thumbs up. I love you guys. Let's get started on this beautiful design. Hey everyone! So here's what I chose to go with for this week's fall look. We've got a white and lavender look going on with marbling, French tips, white accent nails, and crystals. Stay tuned to see how I did this one. Hi everyone! Happy Monday! Super excited to be doing another beautiful fall look for you guys. I do have the nails naked. I gave them a fill and I'm getting ready to do my design. But I want to go through and show you all the supplies. I didn't want to have some already done since I'm going to be doing a lot of sponging and different things. I want to be able to go through all the steps with you guys instead of just having some already done. So the nails are naked, filled, and ready to go. So let me go over and show you the supplies. We're going to be doing quite a bit here. So I am going to be working with white and a sheer purple for sponging. I'm going to be sponging with a makeup sponge. I just got these from Dollar Tree, and I'll be sponging going down this way because the nails are longer. Some people use the end this way, but my nail isn't long enough, so I'm going to go down the nail with the colors and then put it on like that, okay? There'll be some cleanup work. Sorry if there's a little bit of white stuff. It's just from the acetone. But anyways, I'm going to be sponging with white. It'll be this one here, the Kiss Gel, the white. Got it from Dollar Tree, and I cannot find these Kiss Gels anymore at my Dollar Tree. I don't know if they're just not coming back with them, and they're doing the Sassy and Chick now is the brand that they're doing, and they're great polishes too. But I love the Kiss Gel. I hope that they come back with them. But anyways, the white there, I'm glad I stocked up on them. I got quite a few of the white and black because I love them. And then I'm going to be using this one from Five Below, the Funky Finger collection. And it is a sheer purple, and it's called Tint for Tat. So see, it is a tint. And I'll show you that. It's just a, like a sheer. Like I make my sheers usually, but this is a purple sheer. And I've got it done on a piece of tape here just so I can kind of show you. See how it's just a tint of it. It's beautiful. It's like when you're doing the shears, when you're, like when I do my shears to do a French look. So I'm going to be using that at the down in the cuticle area and using white to the tip. And I'm going to have like different nails. So a few of them are going to be the sponge look. They're all going to be sponged, but some are going to be sponged with the purple and the white. And then there'll be a couple of nails are going to be marbleized with the sponging with the purple. And then I'm going to be adding in like different colors with the acrylic paint and going to be marbling that. And I'll show you that. And then like the pinkies and the thumbs, or no, just the pinkies are going to be done with just the sponging, I believe, of just the purple. And then I'm going to be adding some glitter through. So the glitter I'm going to go over for the pinky now. When I sponge that with the purple, I believe I'm going to be doing it with the purple. Maybe sponging the white, I'm not sure. But I'm going to add in this glitter here. It's really pretty. It's more of a white glitter. A lot of those glitters have a lot of like greens and different colors to it. I wanted one that had more of just whites to it. If you look, that's more whites. That's what I wanted, was the white glitters. So I'm going to use that one. And this one here is, what's the brand? Color Workshop. So this was a Walmart one. It came in a big collection. And I don't even think it has a color on here. I don't see a color anywhere. No, it doesn't have a color. Sorry about that. It just came in a big collection. So I'm going to be using that. And maybe a hint of this through it. It's kind of a pinkish, or this one, which is kind of a pinkish purple. Maybe. I think I might just stick with that white though. But I have those out just in case. And then the acrylic paint I'll be working with is a white, of course, black, a darker purple, and a lighter purple. All of these are Apple Barrel from Walmart for 50 cents. And you've got lavender. I can't even see. I'm reading it upside down, but the lavender, the black, and the snow white. And then this one here is the Palmer Paints from Target, and that's passion purple. And then I'll be using Robin Moses's brush to be doing the marbling I'm going to be doing. Now, I know my brush is dirty. I got to clean that up, but this is the wand, and it's Robin Moses. nailart.com is how you order it. I'll clean up my brush so it looks better. But there's the tip. I always leave them dirty in between. She recommends that. They're red sable hair, and you clean it with 100% acetone and just roll it. You know, just be dipping in there and just roll it. And then I'm going to be working with some striping tape I got from my good friend Jan. One of the fingers is going to have, I believe, a gold stripe going down it, if I'm not mistaken. I might be getting two designs mixed up. But if I do, I think one nail will have that just kind of striped down part of it. And I'll be using the wider one. There's different shapes in here. I'll be using the wider one for that. And then I'll be working with Sawarski crystals here. They're really tiny AB Sawarski crystals that, you know, changes and shifts in color. It'll just be all those little tiny stones there. I'll be doing that down into the cuticle area, I believe. And then I'll be gluing them down with the ASP glue I get from Sally's. So that's what I'll be doing there. I'm going to top coat it with, let's see, do I have it here? Yeah. The Seche Vite Dry Fast top coat, and then possibly, let's see, I gotta grab it here. Let's see if the other one's there. Possibly I might be matte finishing it, and I'll either be using this one that I got from Five Below, I'm sorry, and it works pretty good, or I'll be doing this one, which is a matte finish as well, but this is the Revlon, and I can't remember how well this one works. I know this one works good, but one didn't work as good, so I'm not sure. So whichever one works better. But I'm going to be matting this design. So I will use the Seche Vite first to just smooth everything down, hold the stones on, and then go over with the matte. But I won't go over the stones. That part I will not go over when they're being matted because it will mattify it. So I got to kind of go around it. So yeah, I'll be working around that. All right. Let me get going on some of the sponging, some of the work that I'm going to be doing, and then I will come back in to show you guys as I go along. Okay. I know this looks like a hot mess, but we've started off with just sponging on white, and we will do cleanup work and everything. Don't worry about that, but it's just one coat of the white right now. I kind of want it just a subtleness of white and not so stark, bright white, and I need it to be like that. So we've got our sponge here, and we're going to do another coat. So, not another coat. I'm going to show you it on a finger that I haven't painted yet. So I'm just painting on white like this. Okay, and then the finger that I didn't do yet, which is this one, I'm just going to go across and just start patting. Just pat this white on, trying to get up into the cuticle area. Don't worry if it hits your skin. It'll come off super easy with acetone and a brush, but just be patting on this because you want just a subtleness of this white. So you're just going to be patting and just going up and down the finger to pat it, and you can roll it, pat it, whatever you want to do. But just be patting it on. You want that look of, you know, a gradient look, kind of like sandpaper. So you want kind of that roughness because everything will smooth down when you put on the top coat. But you want that look. And anywhere you're seeing that it's making any lines or anything, just, you know, just go over it like that because we're going to be going over it again a few times. So just like that. And I know it looks like a hot mess right now, but this is going to be a gorgeous design when I'm done. So you're starting with white. All right. Now these nails are going to stay solid. I'm going to be doing some with marbling and some with the two-tone color. So I'm going to get some of that done and I will return to show you the very next step. Okay, we still look like we got a hot mess going on, but like I said, don't worry. At the end, it's going to be gorgeous. All right, so on the one hand here, I've got part of it purple, part of it white. You're seeing it's kind of coming together as that sponge look. I did that for 2 fingers. Then the other ones, I just painted the purple on the pinky, this one, and then I sponged over with the white because I want this one to kind of be just a lavenderish color, more to the white, but some lavender color to it. So I'll show you on these fingers how I'm doing that. Now I did wet these sponges, so they would just work better when you do. So we're going to start by painting on over this white that sheer purple, okay? You want to do that first because when I was doing it sponging, it wasn't getting the purple on correctly. So I did need to just paint it on over that white background that I did, that I sponged. So like that. And then of course the other 2 fingers as well, which is the pointer. I'm gonna paint this one. Okay. And because it's a sheer, you know, sometimes you got to dip back into the bottle. but you don't want it too dark. All right. Just shooting for that lavender color, and having that white sponge background really helps. Don't worry, when the nails are all cleaned up, everything will look good, I promise. Let's color the end. All right, the end of the other one doesn't need to be because we're going to go over that with white. And then our pointer finger, we're going to do that purple color. And it, like I said, it really helps having that white background sponged on. And you'll see when I'm talking about at the very end when this one is all done. Well, you would have already seen the front photo, which is good. I forgot about that. You guys always get to see the front photo first. So you did see that even though this looks like a hot mess, it turned out gorgeous. So, all right, just go around the edges here just to make sure I'm getting it filled in good because it is a sheer. So it doesn't get too dark. And then we're just going to cap the end as well. Okay. And then the other nails, we're going to be using this sponge here. And it is wet. I got it wet. So we're going to go ahead and paint on this. And even when you're painting it on the sponge, you got to go over a few times because it's such a sheer. It looks dark on the sponge, but it's not. It's very sheer. And then the white. And just have a complete separate line from your white to your purple. Okay, and you don't got to go down so far with the white. The purple you want to be a bigger area, okay? So I'm going to go onto this finger here, and we want, remember, more purple, less white. So we'll go up about like that and just roll across the finger first, and then pat it. Then be patting it on like that because you want that gradient look, getting more purple towards the end. Now it looks like you're not getting as much purple because it's a sheer, but you did that white background, so it will eventually pick it up as we do a few coats. So let's go ahead and do our thumb as well. Okay, get a little bit more paint. And make sure you wet these sponges. You don't got to soak them, but just mist it with a bottle. I got one of these spray bottles. Just mist it and then kind of dab it off on your paper towel and then go ahead and start doing it. They work better when they're wet, especially for this type because of the sheerness of it. Okay, same thing. We're going to line it up to the thumb, more purple than white, and go like this, and then start patting. Okay, I'm going to try to do this with my finger turned so I can get in there more into that bottom color there, up to the cuticle area is what I mean. And then I'm going to be sponging like that, just kind of patting, making that line. And don't worry if it gets on the skin. Like I said, we're going to be cleaning all that up, but get into your areas real good that you can. And as it's drying, see, it's kind of pulling the colors. You want to be careful with that. But there we go. That's how we've got that so far. All right. And, oh, the pinky nail. Now we're going to go over the pinky nail that it is dry. And we're going to take our wet, let's see, where's our wet white one we were using? I know I have a white one here. I was using, I think it's this one here. Yeah. Okay. We're going to take this one and paint it all white. This bottle's like a full bottle of white. I don't know why it's not coming out right. All right, and this is going to be the whole finger, so you want to paint it pretty far down. Okay, and then on the pinky, we're just going to do the same thing. You're just going to put it on and roll and then kind of pat. Okay, because you want this to be kind of a very light lavender, whitish lavender. Okay, like that, and then cap the end down there. And get up into the cuticle like that. And then you kind of got that lavender look. You see what I'm saying? So it gives it more of that. Now this one's a little bit lighter, so that's fine. If it is a little lighter, we can just go over that. I will, while I'm on here right now, I'll add a little bit more white into this one. Because this one was more purple than lavender. So we'll just take what's left on here and just pat it in to the nail here. And any spots you see that's not going to take it, then you want to just maybe put a tiny little bit more paint on, just real quick. You don't need a lot, just a tad, because you don't want it to get too dark in spots. Okay, and so just go over that area like that. And you got to always be careful because if they're not dry in between, it tends to want to pick the color up, and that's what's happening here. So I might have to do the lavender one more time and the white one more time. But you get the idea. It does have that lavender feel, you know, just a lighter lavender. All right, I'm going to do some more sponging on these and I will return. Okay, now you can see it got darker, the two colors, the purple and the white, it got darker. And I've got one of the thumbs done. You can see the lighter one. I left it open to show you, but see how it got darker? So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and paint our sponge. That's got the purple and the white. Remember, make sure your sponge was wet when you first started, because then it just picks these colors up better, and get the white in there. And again, we're gonna line it up. Actually, I'm gonna turn and do it this way for you guys. Okay, just make sure it's lined up where the purple is more than the white. Okay, and just roll it across and then start sponging like that. So you get that gradient look. Okay, more purple than white. You want that gradient look, and then just cap the end with the white there. But just make sure that you're getting that more purple, you know, showing, and then the white just to the tip like that. There we go. All right, now I think I am going to add a little bit purple into these pinkies, or yeah, one more time with the purple and then one more time with the white, because I need it to be a little bit more lavender, whitish lavender, and it looks a little bit too more white. So I'm going to work on that and I will return. Okay, so now you see that pinky got more lavender. So I've got it painted on the sponge here, and I just wanted to show you that. We're just going to do the same thing again, just roll, and we're sponging it now instead of painting it on like I did in the beginning. We'll just sponge. That way it gets just a really small transparent color of that purple, you know, very, very, very light like that, because we kind of needed a light lavender like that. Okay, and just keep playing around and just keep sponging it on where it needs to go. Cap the end and just keep sponging. Like I said, it's sometimes it'll pull the color up. If it does, then you're just gonna go over with a couple coats. But see, they got more lavender now, and that's what you want. And this one seems to have a little bit more white. But what I'm going to do now is grab my white very, very lightly, just a quick dry brush on here. So there's hardly no paint on here at all. And very, 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 I'm actually gonna kind of dab some off on here first and then my finger. So it really, really gets, you know, not too much of the white. Again, just dabbing all over, because we want this to be a light lavender, almost more white than anything, okay? So again, I'm just gonna dry brush this on some white. Whoops. Okay, tab it off on the paper towel, and then again on the finger. And now we're building that color now that I was shooting for in the beginning. I was really wanting it to be almost white is what I want, is what I was shooting for the end. But that hint of lavender. And you see, you've got that hint of lavender there now. Isn't that pretty? And I love the gradient look. Just absolutely beautiful. This is going to be stunning, you guys. All right. Now, I may do one more coat of this one here, the white and the purple. So I might do one more coat of these ones. I'm debating. They are really pretty, but I think I might do one more coat of them. And then we're going to go on to the marble. You see that I did get them darker. Those ones I did go a shade darker. Isn't that pretty? And I did do the cleanup work, but I left a finger open to show you guys. I'm just using a cotton swab dipped in acetone here, 100% acetone in this little bowl. And I dip in and I dip off on here. And I used the, showed you the nail that would have the most stuff on it. Now, if you don't want to have to go through this step, you can use tape. You can use a barrier, like a rubber barrier, you know, that gets rid of it. I mean, you know, so that when you do this, you just peel it off and then you won't have any cleanup, maybe a tiny bit. But usually when you have a barrier on, just be careful when you're using a Q-tip. Don't get too close because it'll take off your polish then. But just get as close as you can. And then we can use a smaller brush then at the end here. And we're going to dip in and dip off. And now we can get more, you know, intricate. Okay, I can't even say that word. Very detailed work. You can get in there a lot closer with a fine, small brush like that and clean it. Okay, but always be dabbing off the excess so it doesn't roll onto the finger. And just get in there very, very, you know, much deeper and getting off all the excess like that. And of course, it's going to dry your fingers out, but don't worry about that. We'll use some cuticle oil at the end, and then just throw your Q-tips away. And that's that. I wanted to show you the cleanup work. It's not that big of a deal. Pretty easy to do. All right. Now, I noticed that I kind of bumped this a little bit, this one here, so I'm going to add a little bit more white into that, which, you know, it's not that big of a problem because this one has it too, but I might add just a little tad bit more white on a sponge. In fact, maybe I'll do that with you on right now, and I'm going to use a clean one here. Whoops. Sorry, guys, I bumped my screen here. Didn't mean to do that. So I got the sponge wet. It's a brand new one. I'm going to dab off the excess water, and then I'm just going to, real quick, just paint a little bit of white on here, just very, very, very fast. Again, not it, you know, hardly anything at all. Dab it off on my paper towel and just go in that area where you could kind of see that, you know, that little spot. And then same thing on the other side. You don't even need any more white paint. We can just go right over that little spot. And remember, this is a gradient look, so it is okay to have some flaws. Don't worry about that. But it definitely helped, you know, to get it a little bit more white and a little bit more lighter lavender, I should say. So let's just add just a little bit more for the other side because one is a little bit darker now. Again, patting off some of the white and then going over the finger again. Am I bumping that one again? I hope not. It's a problem, I keep bumping them. Because we want them to be pretty light lavender. Are they both about the same? Yeah, I would say they're both about the same there. Okay, let me see if everything else looks good. Oh, I got some water on this one. So, but that won't hurt nothing. I think we're good now. I think we can let this sit just the way it is, and we are going to top coat everything to let it dry, except for the two purple nails there. We're going to use those to be marbling. I need to get a little bit more paint up here. Okay. All right. So let me top coat these and get going on the marbling. I will return. I'm going to leave one of them open though, because the magic of that top coat is just amazing. I'll show you that. Okay, you see that nail right there and the pinky? Look at how great it looks when it's top coated, and the thumb just brings it together. Look at the difference. Isn't that stunning what it does? So I'm just going to show you that. I'm going to draw in here for you. And I don't like the lighting. Come on. Why is it doing that? All right, just going over this first. Look at how pretty when you go over it, just because it takes that gradient look, that sponge look that you were doing, that sandpaper look, and just smooths it all down and then cap the end. We are going to do another coat, so don't worry, but just to give you an idea, I just wanted to show you, and then I'll show you one of the, you know, purple and white nail. Look at that. It's just magical when you put this on and you get that top coat on after you've sponged, and you take that sandpaper gradient look and you smooth it down. Isn't that just stunning and gorgeous? That's like my favorite part. I always love to show that. It's like nail porn. It's just awesome. All right, and I got the thumb done too already. All right, so we're going to let these dry up. We're going to work on the marbling on the other nails. Let me get that done, and I'll leave some open. Okay, before I go on, I decided to take the pinky nail polish off and just sponge on white. I went with just white. The white is working better. I do need to have that stark white. So now I'll just show you the top coat process, just going over with a coat of top coat, making it shiny and beautiful from that gradient look. But yeah, I just thought it just looked better. There was just something about too much of the purple showing through, too much of the white. Like it wasn't looking clean, and I wanted it more of a clean white. So that's what we're going with, like that. I like that way better, much prettier. All right, and then we'll be, of course, adding the glitter around in there. All right, now I'm going to work on the marbling. I will be back. Okay, now we've got that beautiful marbling. Isn't that gorgeous? With the, you know, different shades of purple. I did leave one open to show you. Of course, that finger's messed up. Here's my palette right here. I've got watered down purple, light purple, well, lavender and white and black, all watered down. And so I'm going to clean off this little bit of paint here on my finger. And then I'm going to grab this little brush. And I start with, well, clean the brush first. Got the white in there. All right. I'm going to start with this darkest purple here that's been really watered down and go into the water part. And anywhere, just do a design of the purple. Just kind of a smudge design, however you want. Doesn't matter how it turns out. just turns out how it turns out, right? All right. And then I take the flat brush, this one, and I dip into rubbing alcohol, take some off, and then go right into the design and take like the inside of it out. That's what you want to do. That's what gives it that really cool marbling effect. And then we're going to clean off the brush again and go into this light lavender here. Very watered down lavender. And again, just put it in any spot you feel fit, making sure you're keeping room for your white, okay? All right, same thing, taking the brush, dipping into alcohol, dipping it off, and just go in and take some of that out. Just getting it the center of just taking some of it out, so that's just a hint of it. Okay, oops, gotta get this. Okay, then we're gonna go to the white, and we're gonna get some white in here, but the watered down white is the first one we're gonna do. Go like that, because some is watered down, some isn't. Just be careful so it doesn't run. And do a few spots of white wherever you feel fit, where you think it would be gorgeous. And any spot's gonna be gorgeous. Okay, whoops. Hang on, I dropped my brush. I don't have a lot of room up here with everything on here. All right, same thing, dip into the alcohol, and then we're gonna pick some of this paint up, some of this white, so that it just has the dark, the whiter edges around like that, but the white is kind of faded. All right, and then my brush, I will make sure it's cleaned off with acetone, and we're gonna dip into the black here. Very, very watered down black, very, very, very lightly. And where you want, wait, I'm gonna get on the tip there, I need it on the tip. Just draw some really thin squiggly lines just going down at an angle or going up at an angle, just wherever you feel it would look good and look like marbling. Let me get a little closer here. Okay, and then I'm going to do one here, and I think one right around here, and I'm gonna come pretty far down with that one like that. Isn't that gorgeous? Gorgeous. All right, then what I'm going to do is go through the white with stark white right here. This isn't really watered down right here, this part right here on the palette here. Then I'm going to go into the white and just hit a few areas just to make it brighter and whiter in some of those areas. I'm not going to fill the whole white part in that I had taken away. We're just going to get some of the bright white. So you have some faded white and some bright, bright, stark white like that. So you get that faded look. That's what makes it look so pretty. Isn't that gorgeous, you guys? Oh my gosh, this design is really turning out pretty. I really like it. It's gorgeous. All right, and we are not finished yet. I'm getting paint all over again. We need to top coat these, and we need to add our crystals, and possibly a gold stripe, I think. I'm thinking about putting that in, but not sure. So I'm going to get some of that cleaned up. We're going to go on to the glitter and the crystals. I'll get some done, and I will return. Okay, on the white one here, I've got the white glitter. Probably hard to see that, but see how I just went at an angle, and it's perfect white glitter. It's just white, and that's what I was wanting. So we're gonna draw in here. I know my mat is really dirty, sorry. And just around the angle, sorry the thing is jumping like that. I have it on the new tripod, and with that light, it gets heavy with it. So we're just gonna go around and swirl it like this and get just part of this, half of it done with the glitter going just to the side here, but then it's going to come across like that. But you see how it's the white glitter, and that's what I love. It's a white glitter. That's what I was shooting for. I really wanted that beautiful white glitter. So I'm thinking about maybe glistening up some of the white through there too. Would that be pretty? That's a good idea. I think I will kind of glisten this white up because it always looks so pretty when you put glitter through a marble design. So that's what I'm gonna do. I dropped my polish 1 second here. I'll be back. It was right behind me. Okay, let me just get it into the white areas. That's where I want it, just over the white, because that's what looks so pretty. It's really adding just some glisten to it. You probably can't see it, but I see it really good. So yeah, and then I like that white one like that, with part of it having that glitz in it like that. So very pretty. I don't know. I think I want to just paint this whole nail white. The white glitter, because I think it looks really pretty having it all white like that. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it like that. All right, I'm going to do the other nail all white like that. I'm going to go through the white, the marbling, and might even do the white on the tips, and then we're going to get the crystals going. All right, everyone. Now you see I've got the crystals all done in the cuticle area. I've left one finger open to show you guys. All right, so I'll draw in. I'm going to just take, I've got some glue on a cap here. I'm going to take an orange wood stick and just kind of go into the glue, and then just in a circle, kind of half moon circle at the bottom. Hopefully there's enough glue on this cap here. And just go around in a half moon, picking up glue so we can glue these stones down. All right, the other end of the stick, I'm going to pick up the stones now and just start putting them around, and make sure if one flips into the glue, take it off, because it'll get foggy. You do not want to use that one. You want to make sure the stones are going the right way when you set them down. Otherwise, yeah, they're going to be fogged and they're going to look really bad. So you want to make sure that they are facing up when you stick them down. And if they do turn, get them off right away. Hopefully I've got enough glue. I just hope I'm getting enough glue in here. I feel like the end here, I'm not getting enough glue. Let me get a little bit more glue on this cap. I just want to make sure that these stay, and I just feel like I wasn't putting enough glue. Like I was running out, you know. I was hoping to be able to just finish up with the last of the glue I had there, but I had to get some more. All right. Now just go around the other side, same way, just putting these stones going at that half moon like right in the cuticle area. If you can't pick it up, then just kind of wet it with your mouth or wet it with water like that. And put one more on this side and one more on the other side. So they're going up about the same amount of way, that like a smile. Okay. All right. Now we are going to use the Seche Vite. We are going to dry everything up and cover all the stones up with the Seche Vite Dry Fast top coat. And then I think I'm going to matte top coat this. Well, you guys already know what I did because you would have seen the front photo. I have not decided yet, but I will come back in and show all of you guys the end product. Alrighty, everyone, I am all done. Isn't this one just absolutely gorgeous? And there's so much going on. You've got some marbling nails. You've got some like French tip done instead of with a sheer pink or nude, but done with a sheer purple. You've got some white nails with glitter and then all of the crystals. Isn't this one just stunning and gorgeous? I love it. Love this lavender purple. It is so pretty and definitely beautiful for the fall. And of course, being this color could also be great for the springtime. But I just love this for the fall look that I'm going to be doing. It's going to look so great with Fashion Friday's outfit of the day. I'm just excited about that. But I love this one. Definitely in my top 10 for sure. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely give this nail design a try. And everybody continue to stay safe, happy, and healthy, and lean on Jesus.